Hey, it's your boy Joey.
And it's Emily.
Today we're going to be watching the Marvel announcement, which I've been excited about. I've been gone for like 2 weeks. Alright, what do you think we're going to see?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? There's no like any clues or like that you've seen
Yeah,
from YouTube.
I can't talk with this on. All we've seen is the Loki and the WandaVision thing, so I don't know. Like, I'm assuming we're gonna hear more about that. I don't exactly know what we're watching. Also, it's not a trailer. Never seen an announcement before.
So they come out with announcements like every year, and they just like announce like the movies, the shows they're gonna be doing. I know we're gonna see Loki trailer, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, another WandaVision. Movie announcements, when they're gonna play, probably next year. And yeah, that's about it. Okie dokie, let's dive into her.
The entire Marvel Cinematic Universe is laid out in a way that's easy for fans around the world to enjoy. And today I'm excited to talk about the expansion and future of the MCU. As you may know, the Cinematic Universe weaves storylines and heroes and villains across 23 feature films to date. And with Disney Plus, we're able to extend this way of storytelling to a new format, creating series that are connected to our theatrical releases.
I love you, Kevin Feige.
Making the MCU more immersive than ever. There's a lot of new content coming from Marvel Studios, so let's get started. WandaVision will be the very first Marvel Studios series on Disney Plus. Wanda and Vision are two of our most powerful and complex heroes, and this series is a perfect expansion point for MCU storytelling. Launching on Disney Plus on January 15th, here's a look at the brand new trailer for WandaVision.
Why does it sound like a memorial?
What's a single gal like you doing
Everyone
rattling
died.
around this big house?
Well, I assure you, I'm married to a man, a human one.
Wanda.
What's it rate? And I ride, wipe the sleep out of
We are an unusual couple.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
Yeah, we are.
We just don't know what to expect.
Howdy, neighbors. Hey, buddy.
Wanda, what's up?
Who are you?
I don't know. I think something's wrong here.
Wanda, can you read me? Who's doing this to you?
Are you here to help us?
This is our home.
Then let's fight for it.
Well, I think we handled that well.
Alright, what do you think? Basically the same from the last one we watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that
Did
so
you?
they said, who is doing this to you? She's stuck in there. I thought she was just creating it to kind of like have Vision back and kind of like escape from the real world, but it seems like someone's doing it to her. And in the comics, whenever she like creates mutants or kills them all in the House of M or something like that, there's this guy that can like mind control, and that's probably who's doing it. It's probably the villain. It's probably like got her trapped in her own head.
But why?
I guess we'll have to watch and find out.
Elizabeth Olsen is currently in London right now. She's shooting the film Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness with director Sam Raimi, star Benedict Cumberbatch, and the rest of the cast, including Benedict Wong, Rachel McAdams,
Sam Raimi was the guy who made the original Spider-Man trilogy.
and Chiwetel Ejiofor. And joining them is a new fan favorite character from the comics, America Chavez, played by Xochitl Gomez. This film hits theaters March 25th, 2022, and we're really pushing the
2022.
boundaries of storytelling with this thrilling, scary, mind-bending adventure. Not only will Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness connect directly to the events of WandaVision, but it will also connect to the events of our new Spider-Man film coming to theaters December 2021. Moving to our next series for Disney Plus, which launches this coming March, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier features two recognizable superheroes last seen together in the final moments of Avengers Endgame. Sam Wilson, a.k.a. The Falcon, is played by Anthony Mackie, and Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, is played by Sebastian Stan. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is a cinematic experience. It's a Marvel Studios movie played out over 6 episodes. And now here for the first time is an exclusive look at The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
The legacy of that shield is complicated. The world was upside down. People need something to get behind. They need the symbol.
So what's our plan? So no plan.
Great. What's going on in that cyborg brain of yours?
You don't want to know.
Oh, yeah, I can see it working. Gears turning. Oh, they're malfunctioning. They're on fire.
God, I hate you.
I don't
Let me
think...
guess, you hate it.
I was about to say...
Too much action.
I was about to say that it looks like it's very much an action.
Yeah, it looks like the Winter Soldier, like Civil War, which they were both in a lot.
I will say I'm not as excited for this one as I am for Wanda.
Yeah, me neither.
WandaVision.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cool though, because like in the other movies, they're like both trying to like be Cap's best friends, and like have that relationship with them, and like they hated each other, and
Yeah.
now they got to work together. It's gonna be funny to watch. Other than that, yeah, it doesn't look too. I'm gonna love it, but
Now to another hero we last saw in Avengers Endgame, Black Widow will return to the big screen on May 7th, 2021. Of course, the film stars Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff. Fans have been patient, and I can't tell you just how ready we are for this Avenger to finally have her own standalone film. And speaking of fan-favorite characters, Loki. The god of mischief will step out of his brother's shadow and into his own...
So they don't have a trailer for...
they already came out with like 2-3 trailers. We watched them together.
For her?
Yeah, for her movie that's coming out. It was supposed to come out like this year. It was a while back, but if you saw it, you remember it. So you don't like Wanda, or not Wanda, but Natasha.
Yeah, I just don't like her character
Do you
that
think
much.
that the movie's gonna change your mind? Because I feel like usually when you like watch like side characters, you don't really get like, I don't know. If you watch a movie and it really goes into depth of who they are. Like let's say just like Captain America is the only thing we watched, and then you had Tony coming in and just being a smartass. Do you think without like seeing like him in his house and him with Pepper and his like emotional side, just kind of like his persona that he has around people, you think you would like him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So So I think maybe if we like watch her in Russia with everything that happened to her, and
we'll see.
or
But
you just you
my
think it's
thing
the
is,
actress?
I don't like the actress that much. Like,
Dude.
I don't know.
I don't think I ever had like an actor-actress affect the character for me.
Own series on Disney Plus in May of next year. The great Tom Hiddleston returns as Loki and is joined in the series by Owen Wilson,
Give
Gugun
us the
Batha
trailer.
Raw, Sophia
Give,
DiMartino,
Owen Wilson?
Umi Mosaku, and Richard
What?
E. Grant.
Oh,
As with our
Richard E.
other
Grant.
shows coming to Disney Plus, we want to try something a little different. Explore a new genre for us at Marvel Studios. So we've put Loki in the center of his own crime thriller. If that sounds a little unusual or confusing, don't worry.
Sure.
Loki is just as confused. Here's the very first look at Loki.
Yeah. Okay, this is when he got caught. Oh, it's right when he escaped in England.
Get your hands off.
Remember this? You don't remember this?
But yeah. Is that it?
I already like this more than the other two. I already like it more. I can already tell, like,
You're taking me somewhere to kill me.
No, I'm taking you someplace to talk.
Well, I don't like to talk.
what?
But you do like to lie, which you just did. Because we both know you love to talk.
How long have you been here?
I don't know, it's hard to say. You know, time passes differently here in the TVA.
What does that mean?
Does he have
You'll catch
white
up.
hair in real life? Is he that old now?
Glorious. Brother, climb down. You better be ready.
Is it Hondo?
Come on. What did you expect?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it looks pretty dope. There's a few things I thought.
Talk.
But you do.
It seems like he always plays the same character, so it's gonna be cool seeing him. I mean, it seems like he's still like kind of comedic, but I mean, I've never seen him look like that. It looks like it fits him too. I don't know why.
It definitely doesn't.
It
but
does fit him.
no.
The stash.
Like to lie, which you just did.
Love that.
Because we both know you love to talk.
This.
The moon, maybe? Not our planet, I guess. Moon.
Who's that?
Natasha.
That's definitely Natasha.
And she went,
She's the Soul World.
right, this could potentially be,
Think they'll bring her back? I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't do that, especially through the Disney Plus.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
Because in the comics, when they are killed with the Soul Stone, or if they, like, I don't know if they sacrifice, but in the MCU, they sacrifice herself for the Soul Stone. There is a soul world that they go to. They don't die regularly. Maybe this is it.
Shifting to Marvel Studios' first animated series, coming to Disney Plus next summer, What If? Flips the script on the MCU, taking famous events from the films and reimagining them in unexpected ways. We've assembled a stellar voice cast with many MCU stars reprising their roles. Here's a look at What If.
Space.
It'll be a cartoon.
Time. Reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility.
Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
I was promised an army.
You have a super soldier.
You sure don't seem too freaked out about all this, kid. What you doing out there all by yourself anyway?
Exploring the world.
Sounds fun. But why stop at one world when we can show you all of them?
I am the Watcher. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and dare to face the unknown.
Oh shit.
And ponder the question, what if?
Give me the tour.
What if?
What if?
We've just wrapped production in Australia on our film Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And we're so impressed the way Simu Liu has brought the character of Shang-Chi to life. Simu is surrounded on screen by a fantastic cast that includes Awkwafina, Tony Leung, and Michelle Yeoh. This film is among the very first in our Phase 4 and is set to release in theaters on July 9th, 2021. Launching on Disney Plus later next year is Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel is a Pakistani-American teen superhero. Earlier this year during shutdown, we held online auditions all around the world to find our Kamala Khan. And we found her in Aman Vellani. Aman will be surrounded by a phenomenal cast and creative team that will bring this story to life. So here's an early look at Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel is a new kind of superhero. But at the core of all of it, her story is so universal.
She has the same powers as like Richards from Fantastic Four. She can stretch. Remember the game I was playing? It's her.
Oh.
So it's one of those things like the Ant-Man, like I didn't know how it was going to look in the movie, if it's going to look too cheesy or something like that, look bad. So yeah, that's the only thing I think it's going to look
Miss Marvel is one of the newer characters in the Marvel comics. And when one comes in that grabs the world's imagination like this, the questions are, when are we going to bring Miss Marvel to the screen?
When Miss Marvel first came out, we had such an incredible reaction.
It was so incredibly popular because everybody could see themselves in her.
I never saw a young teenager of color, specifically a Pakistani, in a comic book. Are you kidding?
Promised you'd be cool.
I am cool. The casting process was vast. cast. When we discovered Iman, we knew that she was Kamala Khan.
It was unanimous decision.
Yeah, I can't comprehend this right now.
And then, of course, we've got a really incredible team of directors. Bilal Fallah, Adel Al-Arabi, Mira Menon, and Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. And all of them are taking the material and elevating it.
So Human, it's about a teenager figuring out who she is and about relationships. Family and friendship is at the heart of the MCU canon. That's what's so exciting about the story that we're bringing, is that we're going to introduce you to a new family that's also going to be part of the wider MCU.
They're gonna be fine.
We'll see.
The fact about Miss Marvel is that her idol is Captain Marvel. And Captain Marvel 2 is currently in the works with director Nia DaCosta. And today I'm excited to announce that Miss Marvel, played by Iman, will be joining Brie Larson and co-starring in Captain Marvel 2, along with a grown-up Monica Rambeau, played by Tiana Paris, whom we will have already met in the upcoming WandaVision. So by now you should start getting a sense of the interconnectedness that infuses all of our storytelling. But that doesn't mean there aren't some unexplored corners of the universe. With next year's Eternals, we're introducing a brand new ensemble of superheroes to the MCU, played by a spectacular cast. This is an epic story spanning thousands.
What's Eternals?
Look at this lineup. I mean, just a few, but
I only know.
You got Robb Stark, King of the North, Angelina Jolie, Salma Hayek. I know her. And then you have
Salma Hayek?
Jon Snow playing the main character.
Who's Lauren Ridloff? She looks familiar.
What is she playing? The Walking Dead. She's the girl that came back.
She's the deaf one.
Spoiler alert.
She's the deaf one.
Yeah.
Don Lee looks familiar too.
Who?
Don Lee.
Yeah, he does. Doesn't look familiar. Doesn't look familiar. Familiar. No. Yeah. No.
Why don't they show Jon Snow?
I don't know. Now I'm questioning myself. I'm pretty sure he's on the Eternals. He's like
I
the
feel
main
like they
dude.
would show it if he was.
And it's one of our most ambitious films yet. It's set for theatrical release on November 5th, 2021. Original Avenger Jeremy Renner returns to star in Hawkeye, launching on Disney Plus late next year.
Just the logo.
In our series, Hawkeye teams up with another well-known archer from Marvel Comics, Kate Bishop. And I'm very pleased to confirm that Kate will be played by the amazing Haley Steinfeld. Rounding out that cast are Vera Farmiga, Fra Fee, and newcomer Alakwa Cox playing Maya Lopez. The episodes are being directed by Rhys Thomas and the directing duo of Bert and Bertie. Debuting for the first time in the MCU, She-Hulk is coming to Disney Plus. It's a series about a woman trying to navigate the world and be taken seriously as...
They're talking about bringing back Daredevil character, the guy who played him, into She-Hulk.
A working professional, despite the fact that she's well over 6'7" and green. It's a very funny series being directed by Kat Coiro and Anu Valia. And I can officially confirm that She-Hulk / Jennifer Walters will be played by the talented and Emmy Award-winning Tatiana Maslany. I'm also pleased to reveal that the brilliant Tim Roth is returning as the Abomination, a character we first introduced to the MCU in 2008's The Incredible Hulk. And if that's not enough, I can confirm that the Hulk himself, Mark Ruffalo, will be appearing in the series as well. And since Jennifer Walters is a lawyer who specializes specifically in superhero-oriented legal cases, you never know what Marvel characters are going to pop up from episode to episode. Bringing a whole new different vibe to the MCU, Moon Knight is an action-adventure, Indiana Jones-type story coming to life as a Disney Plus series directed by Mohammed Diab. The character Moon Knight is a complex vigilante who suffers from dissociative identity disorder. And these multiple identities that live inside him are very distinct characters in the series. The backdrop of our story is incredible Egyptian iconography. Egyptology is something the world's always been fascinated by, and we're going to tap into it in a fun and bold way in Moon Knight. Now I want to talk about a couple of projects that we haven't announced yet. The first of which is Secret Invasion, coming to Disney+. Samuel L. Jackson is back as Nick Fury, and Ben Mendelsohn from Captain Marvel returns as the Skrull, Talos. Next to Civil War, Secret Invasion is arguably the biggest crossover comic event in the last 20 years, and we're bringing it to Disney+. It's about a sect of Skrulls who have infiltrated every level of life on Earth. Ironheart will be a series for Disney Plus about genius inventor Riri Williams, who has the most advanced suit of armor since Iron Man's. Dominique Thorne will play the title role. And as we like to do, both Secret Invasion and Ironheart will tie directly to MCU features.
Ironheart's supposed to be Tony's daughter. So I thought they were going to have Morgan grown up. But I guess it's not that far in the timeline. I don't know.
We're also well underway on a series for Disney Plus based on Armor Wars, a classic Marvel story about Tony Stark's worst fear coming true. It's what happens when his tech falls into the wrong hands. And this series will star beloved member of the MCU, Don Cheadle, will be returning as Jim Rhodes, a.k.a. War
like an
Machine.
alternative narrative.
One of the best things about expanding the MCU to Disney Plus is that our team at Marvel Studios is finally able to do some of the things we've always wanted to do, but didn't quite have the right outlet for.
Oh my gosh.
Like produce our first ever live-action holiday special.
Live?
In a reverent Guardians fashion, the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special is going to be a lot of fun, especially since James Gunn is back to write and direct. In fact, we're going to shoot it during production of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
I think it's going to be in the movie,
This special will drop the holiday prior to the next Guardians of the Galaxy film, which hits theaters in 2023. And speaking of Guardians, aptly titled I Am Groot, everyone's favorite little tree, Baby Groot, will star in a series of shorts on Disney Plus featuring several new and unusual characters. Before I go, I couldn't leave you without giving a few more updates on some of our most anticipated upcoming films. In January, we'll begin filming Thor, Love and Thunder with director Taika Waititi and Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, and Tessa Thompson returning. And I'm pleased to confirm that Academy Award-winning actor Christian Bale is playing the villain, Gore the God Butcher. Thor, Love and Thunder releases in theaters on May 6, 2022. As we announced at Comic-Con last year, we're moving ahead with Blade, starring Academy Award winner Mahershala Ali. The development and storylines are coming together, and we'll have announcements very, very soon. Director Peyton Reed is hard at work with our Marvel Studios team on the third Ant-Man film, which will officially be called Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Michael Douglas, and Michelle Pfeiffer are all returning. And Catherine Newton is joining the cast and playing Cassie Lang. And in the role of Kang the Conqueror, we have a great actor, Jonathan Majors.
It's probably going to be the next big villain, like Thanos. Kang the Conqueror is pretty powerful.
I wanted to acknowledge the devastating loss of a dear friend and member of the Marvel Studios family. Chadwick Boseman was an immensely talented actor and an inspirational individual who affected all of our lives, professionally and personally. His portrayal of T'Challa the Black Panther is iconic and transcends any iteration of the character in any other medium from Marvel's past. And it's for that reason that we will not recast the character. However, to honor the legacy that Chad helped us build through his portrayal of the King of Wakanda, we want to continue to explore the world of Wakanda and all of the rich and varied characters introduced in the first film. Writer-director Ryan Coogler is hard at work on the sequel now, and will bring the film to you in theaters July 8th, 2022. And finally, I'm happy to announce a film about one of the truly iconic Marvel families. In fact, Marvel's first family, Fantastic Four. We're working on a feature now.
I don't like when they CGI like people in the movies when they're dead. I feel like that's like, yeah, they get like permission from their families. But I feel like it's kind of invasive. Like it's not them acting. Like, you know what I mean? Like why use their face?
Yeah, but I feel like with this movie, like
Carrie Fisher when they did it, that's fine.
Sure, but like with this, I mean, it's a pretty big movie.
Yeah. You know what? He maybe had an agreement with them because he knew that
He's really sick.
He had cancer for years. He knew it was coming. Yeah, hopefully they like. I don't know. It's kind of like Captain America getting his last dance. I want to see him like in the, what's it called? The other like plane. Like he went there when he died for a second, and he saw like his father and all his ancestors, and like the Africa plains.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll do something.
They'll see them there, and
I mean, they're gonna have to. They can't just be like, oh, he's back. Like it'll be more of like a memorial type.
Yeah. Hopefully they do it right. Fantastic Four.
Oh, and it will be directed by the director of our recent Spider-Man films, John Watts.
Who are they gonna give the cast?
We've got a lot in store at Marvel Studios, and Disney Plus is key to the interconnection and expansion of the MCU. It will be home for both our feature films and our series for years and years to come. Since Marvel first joined Disney back in 2009, Bob Iger's been the biggest champion of the work that we do. None of this would have been possible without his support. So it is now my pleasure to turn things back over to Bob. Thank you.
What I'm excited about is like The Walking Dead. It's coming to an end. Yeah, they're doing like spin-offs, but how long can they keep that going? Star Wars. Alright, never mind. They're gonna do a lot of Star Wars. Marvel is just like, it's just now starting. Like it seems like it like came full circle 10 years, but that was just the first like saga. But they're gonna keep pumping these movies out.
I mean, it's definitely like Disney is so smart by getting this because oh my god,
they bought Marvel and are doing these movies.
Yeah.
Which are gonna, everybody loves Marvel. They bought Star Wars before Marvel. Look what they're doing with that. They already came out with the thing. We haven't watched it yet, but it's pretty much The Mandalorian is just the first piece of. There's gonna be, I saw it, there's like 7 more series or shows coming out that are gonna be all interconnected. It's kind of like.
I feel like Disney Plus was made just for Marvel. Like the whole idea of Disney Plus was there, but like the true idea is to do shows like Marvel shows and Star Wars shows.
And you gotta think they probably have teams like working on this, like coming up with these ideas 10 years out. 10 years ago they probably already thought this up. They've seen the success of Marvel and they're like, well not then, but they're like Star Wars, Marvel. What else? They've just bought Fox, which is all the X-Men, Fantastic Four. And they can do whatever they want with it. They can make all these shows that interact in Disney Plus, and everybody loves all the old Disney movies. It's probably the most successful company when it comes to entertainment.
Yeah,
and they're smart.
100%.
And they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna spend this much millions of dollars on buying Fox, but in the long run, they're gonna get their money back. Yeah, they're gonna get their money back, and pretty smart.
Well, I'm excited for all this fun stuff. Still, I think my favorites are WandaVision and Loki.
Yeah. For the shows.
Right, the shows.
Yeah, Loki's probably my favorite. I think it's gonna be my favorite. Falcon the Winter Soldier. It's probably my least, but I'm still.
But I already didn't like the Captain America story that much, so.
I mean, I'm still gonna love it, but I'm saying it's gonna be my least favorite at all. Yeah. WandaVision's gonna be awesome.
I like WandaVision because there's so much like mystery still, you know.
Yeah.
Like with the Winter Soldier, you kind of get a feel of what it's gonna be like. WandaVision is like mysterious.
And what was the other one? What If? Yeah, that seems
that'd be like a good Sunday cartoon day type of thing.
Yeah. Movies, Internals. That's probably the one I'm more hyped about. Well, not Thor.
Thor.
Thor, The Eternals.
even.
The only one I'm worried about is the Miss Marvel, and that's just because I can't wrap my head around someone stretching like that being a superpower and it looking good.
Well, I mean, it happened in the Fantastic Four.
And it looked, I thought it looked stupid in the Fantastic Four.
I was a kid when I watched it, but I mean,
feel
it's,
like
I don't have a target audience, probably more for younger people than the older audience, but
yeah,
it'll still be a good movie. I feel like it'll be kind of like a Spider-Man vibes because it's a kid and they're gonna.
Miss Marvel is gonna be like her mentor, like Tony was.
Right. Yeah.
Because
Captain Marvel.
Said she's gonna be in Captain Marvel. I mean, I'm guessing. I don't remember in the game where she got her name from, but I'm sure she's like Captain Marvel was my favorite, and even in the show, it showed her looking at a poster.
I was wondering that. I forgot to ask, but I was like, did they like what? How? Like,
yeah, it's like they made a live action of the game because at the beginning she's just in a room. She's a big superhero nerd. She has all the posters up.
Mm-hmm.
She goes to the thing that day, to where the thing blows up because it's like superhero day, and she gets to meet all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then it blows up, and that's what gave her powers. So I wonder if they'll bring that in with the way she gets her powers. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Looks pretty dope.
Yeah. A lot to look forward to.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, and see us for the next video. It's probably gonna be Star Wars.
Peace. Did I just say peace?
We'll cut that out.